Hi. Today I want to talk a bit more about the theme of just be, and I'm thinking about the fact that people are saying to me, how long is this lockdown going to last? When is this normal going to be restored? And so on and so forth. And for a lot of people, it's still creating a great deal of anxiety, and it's hard for them to focus on anything else. And yet we're all at home, or many of us are at home and in a privileged situation that we have time on our hands. I for sure am only working a fraction of the hours that I was working before, and it's a difficult adjustment that we all have to make, and it's also a change to our normal way of thinking, that we're not being required to be productive, and that's not what we're used to. We're used to being productive, and we're used to setting tasks and having goals and judging our self-worth in many ways based on how accomplished we have been. And so for those of us that are staying at home, this is a really difficult change of cultural thinking and processing. And it's one that's worth giving a little bit of attention to, because at the same time we're also dealing with our concerns and our anxieties about what the future might look like. And when we do return to some kind of normality where social distancing is not at a premium, then we're in a situation where we've got to go back to what we were doing before for a lot of us, or we've got to start looking for something new because we lost our jobs. But nevertheless, we're all given an opportunity to think differently about what that's going to look like. And what I wanted to talk about was the importance of feeling your way through the place that you're in now, and recognizing what the feelings are, and recognizing by going deep inside of yourself what your desires are, what your hopes for the future are, and what you want your future to look like, and then give your time to focusing on that. So you may have very few ideas about what you want it to look like, but have quite clear ideas about what you don't want it to look like. So start with that, but remember to turn it into a positive, future looking concept. So if it is, I don't want to still be living at home with my parents, then what it needs to be turned into is, I'm going to start planning for when I'm moving out, or I'm going to start planning for getting a place of my own. If it's a difficult job that's not really fulfilling you, then you're going to be thinking, I don't want to go back to that job, but you don't know what you want to do instead. But nevertheless, this is an opportunity for you to think to yourself, okay, I don't want to go back to that job, and therefore I'm going to think in terms of, when this is over, I'm going to start looking for something different. And in the period in between, I'm going to start planning to start looking for something different. So I'm going to start by writing my CV, doing some personality tests online that give me an idea of what kind of person I am, getting to know myself better, so that when I am free to go back out into the world and pursue my purpose in life, I've actually given myself an opportunity to recognise if I'm not yet doing that, and what I need to do about it, so that I am going to be doing it in the future. So that's really the essence of what I want to say about today. Today, have the intention of thinking positive future thoughts about what your hopes and dreams are, and imagining it, visualizing it, planning it. These are all really, really positive things to do and bring you closer to making it a reality. And at the same time, there's no space in your brain for the anxiety and the concern when you think about the future hopefulness, because you can lose yourself in that and really build the dream. And so for today, that's the goal. That's the thing I'm offering as an alternative to focusing your mind on anxious thoughts. I'm suggesting that you focus your mind on future thinking, hopeful thoughts that you can do something with, maybe a little bit now, but definitely a lot with in the future when the time is right. So be kind to yourself and to others. Be patient with yourself and with others, and just be in this moment, thoughtful of the future in a positive way. Have a good day.